Tum. Primeira vez, sim. Vou tentar deixar tudo na língua mais... áudio. Gráficos. Pô, não tem como deixar em inglês, não? Tô bolado agora. Tem que mudar no console, né? Oh, vai, eu faço. Eu quebro essa. Faço essa pra Deus ver. Leão Nordestina, obrigado pelo sub. Eu acho escroto o jogo pegar só o idioma do console e não ter opção dentro. Não faz sentido pra mim. É muito contraintuitivo. Agora sim! Vamos jogar o que nós viemos aqui pra jogar. Sim. Fácil, normal? Normal, né? Normal.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and is what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer.
Opa, aí sim, Lema. O que tá achando?
But this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical...
Não sei, tá indo duas vezes? Cheguei control, mas não terminei, eu preciso terminar.
For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there. I'd seen the hitchhiker too late. He was dead. I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again. Suddenly, his body was gone. I was in shock from the crash. I could hardly stay on my feet.
Sim, outro gráfico, é a versão Remastered.
The radiator had broken when I hit the hitchhiker. The car wasn't going anywhere. I had to go
O
to
que
the
que você
lighthouse.
foi...
Something important waiting for me there.
O que que você foi pesquisar, o presidente Lula? Ih! O caroneiro!
You don't even recognize me, do you, Ryder? You think you're God? You think you can just make up stuff? Play with people's lives and kill them when you think it adds to the drama? You're in this story now, and I'll make you suffer. You're a joke. You would be the single needful citizen who looks for this. You missed your deadline! Damn. You can't stop me!
I realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I'd been working on.
How does it feel to die by the hands of your oppressor?
Uou! Reisen, obrigado pelo sub. Reisen, obrigado pelo sub.
Oh no! Stop! No! Damn it, die! No! 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 I was trapped. There was no way out.
Zoio. Você é o Reaper do Overwatch?
The cabin was a death trap. I had to get out.
Follow the light. You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are only safe there.
Definição de autor para ver.
I have something important to tell you. It goes like this. For he did not know that
Ah, o remaster ele acelerou as cutscenes.
where waves are both wild and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
No.
Follow my light. The darkness is dangerous. It's safety now. When it finds you, clearly it will come. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the dark presence. You can't hurt him now. The darkness protects him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light. Turn the flashlight toward him and burn the darkness away. You did it. Now the darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him.
Nereye tıklayabilir tabii.
He's still your enemy. Here, take the gun.
Take the gun.
Good. You've done well. Remember what I've taught you. That is all. I will give you back your dream now.
In the nightmare, a terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
You made me this way.
Ai. Ué. Ups. Morri no tutorial.
You made me this way, and now I'm gonna kill you. This is it.
Olé.
Just like I can keep this up forever.
Digo te dá ansiedade, Green Rock. Por quê? Garrafa de café. Nice.
baby, just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
Balsa Santos Guarujá. O jogo tá baixo? Boa sorte, gemada. Boa sorte.
Let's act like we're on vacation. Go stand next to that old gentleman there. I want a shot of you with the town in the background.
Sure. I'll even give you a title for the shot. A city boy, moments before he got eaten by a bear.
Damn yuppies.
Alan, before he missed the shot.
Hi.
Hello there. You picked a good time to visit our town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
Deerfest, huh? Did you hear that, honey?
You have a lovely wife, if you don't mind me saying. I'm Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Alan Wake.
I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself.
Boa noite,
I
Felux.
hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but
É que é a primeira vez que eu jogo, então não queria ter os comentários ainda.
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
fair enough. You can trust me to be discreet. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. So you made a friend. That's cute.
Right. Yeah?
Hey, bestseller, how's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah. We just got here.
Are the locals giving you trouble? Just say the word and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great, great. Just want to make sure you can relax and recharge. So, how is the place? Has it gotten your creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. I'm just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
You know he's going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
Alan, we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car.
É esse carro? É esse carro.
We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us. I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes.
Sure.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave. I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake, Alan Wake. Oh, God, I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment.
Ih, já tem um maninho de óculos ali com cara de sacana ali, hein? Não gostei dele, não. Boa noite, Brownie.
And you keep it here. Well, okay. Good for you.
E aí?
Try the coffee. Just don't blame me when you fall in love, cause it'll break your heart when you.
E a minha arma, cadê?
Rusty here is no longer human. Nothing but black coffee under a thin layer of skin.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
Bonito jornal, hein?
Are you staying long, Mr. Wake? I can't believe it. I'm having a conversation with Alan Wake.
Sim, primeira vez que estou jogando. Nunca joguei.
Are you on your own, or is your wife with you? I can show you the town if you want. I get off work at 6.
Thanks, Rose. We'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Tem uma pessoa espreitando no corredor ali. Cadê minha arma pra atirar nela?
Do me a favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox. I'd do it myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation. Yeah.
Are you serious? Coconut again? You disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable. Ha!
Zé safado. Lux, obrigado pelos subs.
You put the lime in the coconut, drink them both up.
Just because we're brothers, don't think I won't murder you in your sleep.
It does that. Get stuck. Yeah, you need to give it a good solid whack.
Violência!
Now that's what I'm talking about, yes!
This is it. I've died and gone to hell.
Segunda de garrafa de 100. E aí, filhinho? E aí, little buddy? Ah, é uma senhora.
I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find Stucky, to get the key and get out as soon as possible. The waitress was giving me a headache. Overeager fans always did.
Engraçado que tá bem mais escuro pra mim do que tá no stream.
Hello? Mr. Stucky?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
Super de boa. Super tranquilo. Cadê minha arma?
Cauldron Lake is a special place. Very inspiring.
You got lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself.
Ela tem Ela é uma chaleira.
Remind Sarah to change the lights at the station. It's been too long already.
Lamparina.
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you all right?
Splendid! Damn hernia. It swells up like a balloon if I lift it.
Oh, Karina.
Yeah.
Splendid, splendid. It's been a long time, Doc. Good to see you. Hey, you wouldn't happen to have a bottle on you, would you, Tom?
I wish.
É o NOSSOS, olha lá.
The Andersons, they're, local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Fofo.
Bye, Mr. Wake.
Sim, é Suras TV.
Mission accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
Ih! Ixi! Ixi!
That diner was a real nut house.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Bad Main here on KBFF.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years, not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks in the big city might want to look up every once in a while. See those stars winking down at you? It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light your way.
Nada suspeito. Tipo, é um chalé numa ilhazinha, afastado de tudo.
It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right. Don't worry, honey. I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark. And I've got the flashlight.
I know. I'm okay.
Alice had a phobia, the fear of darkness. I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset.
Matheus! Olá, olá, olá! Coraçãozinho, coraçãozinho. Coraçãozinho pra você. Obrigado pela raid, querido. Obrigado. E aí, que divertidas aventuras esse casalzinho do barulho vai encontrar nesse chalezinho nada suspeito, hein? Nada suspeito.
The island had once been the site for a love story. Maybe it would be that again.
É, então, os caras curtem um caso lá, depois da merda ninguém sabe por quê, né? Ninguém sabe por quê.
An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
Não, nem fudendo. Você acha?
Okay, I'll look around a bit.
Sure thing. Have fun.
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here.
Dun. Vai dar merda. Vai dar merda. Vai dar merda. Jambô Glauco! Olá, 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 amigos! Coraçãozinho pra vocês aqui. Muito obrigado pela raid. Boas-vindas a todos, todos e todas. Eu sou o Tengu. Eu estou jogando Alan Wake pela primeira vez. Nunca joguei. Mas eu fiquei pilhado porque a galera tá empolgadaça pelo 2, né? Agora que teve trailer novo e tal. Eu falei, por que não? Me parece uma hora propícia pra jogar um. Então, cá estou eu. Então, a galera fala que é muito maneiro, né? Eu sempre tive curiosidade, mas nunca tive, assim, o empurrãozinho que faltava pra jogar. E agora eu tenho um empurrãozinho. Então, aproveitar que não vou ter que esperar muito pela continuação, né?
Alice? Honey?
A shoebox filled with books by Thomas Zane sat on the shelf. I'd never heard of him before.
E aí, o que vocês estavam fazendo lá no Twitch da Jambô hoje? O que tava tendo lá?
The Deerfest guests have already started to arrive. Just ran into one on the ferry. Famous artist, no less. We'll see if we can rope him into an interview later on. Now let's go to the phones. Caller, you're on KBF-FM.
Hi, Pat. It's Rose.
Why, hello, Rose. What's on your mind?
I know who that famous artist was. It was Alan Wake, wasn't it? My favorite writer.
Well, Rose, I
just saw him at the diner. Oh, I am so excited he's here.
I'm sure he's glad to be here, too. Well, folks, I guess the secret's out. This is Pat.
Com Alan Wake. Então, o trailer do Alan Wake 2 é mó da hora, mano.
So much for keeping a low profile.
Puta trailer maneiro.
The old door had played a trick on me. Alice wouldn't have come out in the dark.
E ele tá a cara do John Wick, pois é. E eu quero terminar o Control depois. Já que eles fazem tudo parte do Remastered, né? Joguei um tanto do Control, mas não terminei.
Alan, I'm upstairs. I have a surprise for you.
Well, hello there.
I'm not the surprise. It's in the study. Go take a look.
Okay.
Max Payne 2 eu só joguei o 3, não joguei os outros Max Payne.
Surprise!
Alice? What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you past...
Damn it, Alice, everyone
Hey,
keeps...
hey, just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists. Maybe...
So now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not... Alan? Alan?
Just don't! I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice! God damn it! I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to...
Isso é meio babaca da parte dela. Eu nem lembro direito do Max Payne 3, sinceramente.
Damn it. Alice? Alice? Alice! cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out.
Alice, I'm coming! What the hell?
What the hell?
Alice? Alice?
Dum.
Oh no!
Keep going. Wake up.
Alice? Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice. The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot.
Ih.
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartmann. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either. The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could
Kojima,
use.
Silent Wake.
Looked like a long hike through the forest.
Silent Wake, né? Mas assim, o começo do jogo tá muito bom. Tá bem intrigante, assim. A história. Eita porra. Então, esse cara tem vibe de coach, né? Pois é.
Hello?
É Deus? Um homem vestido de branco. É um anjo.
Hello? Someone there? The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author.
O Alan precisa. Vai chamar o Lucas. Diga isso pra ele, fúngico terraplanista.
In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night. Departure by Alan Wake. The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare. But I was awake.
Legal que as páginas são narradas, né? Muito legal. Não vi Lux. Eu tô com uma fila meio grande de coisas pra assistir. Pra ser sincero.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
Muito boa ideia, Alan. Ótima ideia, filhão. Texto importante na história do jogo, imaginei.
The lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
Cara, física, Zelda novo isso aqui? Onde que eu vou fazer pra juntar esse negócio de madeira? Olha, eu ainda não sei dizer o quanto Alan Wake é assustador, mas tá bem... tá um clima de suspense bem legal.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident. Hey! Hey, you!
Phil!
There's been an accident. I need help. Listen, I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in...
Oh, hell.
Carl Stuckey. Pleased to meet you. Non-refundable reservation deposit required. Fair and square.
Ih! Ih, matou um jovem aqui já. Oh! Não ter jumpscare é o principal. Se não tiver jumpscare, tá tudo bem. Jumpscare é mó paia. Agora, onde eu tenho que ir? Subir nessa máquina agrícola aqui? Não. Eu acho que o Control é... Eu acho que Control é mais... É outro tipo de terror, né? É um terror que te pega mais por ser esquisito do que... assustador de um jeito convencional. Será que era pra lá mesmo? Ah, não, tem uma passagem por ali. Caralho, é o Homem-Aranha. Ai! Olé! Ai!
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stuckey would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
During your trying.
Yes.
It's the latest.
Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Hello? Let's shoot. Shoot!
Eita. Eu morri? Sim.
During your trying, it's the latest thing.
Yes.
Brightfall Sheriff Station. How may I?
Hello?
One stone.
Ah, ok, era só eu ter saído aqui. Eu tentei. Não foi por falta de tentar. E aí, Matt Kelvin? Obrigado pelo sub.
There were more of them.
Olé! Olé! Olé!
My head pounded with a concussion. I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick.
Tá aí, né?
The Dark Forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
É, quase um parry, né? Desviar na hora certa, assim. Ah, tem uma setinha. Uau.
Eerie hand-painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it.
Dos animes e mangás que você produziu, qual você gostaria de, qual você desejaria fazer parte? Como assim? Não entendi. Não entendi a pergunta, velho, desculpa. Porra. Eu vi um barril vermelho e eu quis atirar nele pra explodir, mas não explodiu. Achei sacanagem isso. Deixa eu pensar. Sei. De Pokémon, talvez, o Yokai Watch. Que é só, tipo, diversão. E aí, Giovanello? Ih, a mulher. É a véia. É a véia.
What the hell was that?
Tô no comecinho ainda do Alan Wake, Giovanni. Eu traduzi os mangás. De Pokémon e de Yokai Watch. É a véia do Zap, isso. É a véia do fixado.
When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
Então, essa tá sendo a minha primeira vez jogando. E eu tô achando bem interessante, na verdade. Dou emprego. Pronto, tá dado o emprego, Júlio. Parabéns, agora você tem um emprego. Yokai Watch é mó divertido. Recomendo o mangá. O anime eu não sei, mas o mangá é divertido pra caramba.
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
Legal que esse tipo são mini arvorezinhas, né? Parece tipo árvores em miniatura. É tipo uma árvore gigante que só tipo diminuíram e botaram no cenário. Tô gostando, Douglas. Tem um shift menos na árvore, isso. Eu tô 100% na primeira vez. Não sei nada da história. Estou completamente virgem. Não, eu nunca joguei. Nunca joguei. Dududum. Dun, 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 dun. Se eu comecei a usar Zelda? Sim, comecei. Mas não foi muito longe não, eu só saí da área inicial. E congelei. E não joguei mais desde então. Isso foi tipo na semana passada. Alan Wake é um jogo longo? Por acaso? Um tantinho?
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
Um tantinho quanto, mais ou menos? Doze horas. 12 horas é ok. Doze horas é ok. Me parece ok, pelo menos.
I couldn't stay here. There had to be a way to get up there. There was no power. There was bound to be a generator somewhere at the logging site.
É 10 horas segundo How Long to Beat, pode ser qualquer coisa entre 8 horas e 20 horas.
With all this forestry equipment around, there had to be something I could use to reach the top.
Subir nessa madeira aqui que tem escadinha. É remaster, sim. Boa noite, Júlio. É que também ver o jogo pela stream e ver o jogo na cara é diferente, né? São experiências diferentes. Ah, esqueci do botão. Esqueci do botão de esquivar. Ah, caralho. Ah, tem que pegar tudo de novo. É só isso que você tem que pegar, né, no fundo. Primeira vez, Kazu. Ah, dá pra fazer o... Ou não dá? Podia dar pra passar por baixo, né? João Visto, obrigado pelo sub.
be something I could use to reach the top.
Podia dar pra, tipo, subir aqui, pá. E entrar. Aparentemente não. Que isso, mano? Não é o Sushi nem o André que estão jogando. Sou eu. O que você tá falando? Esse homem está louco. Esse é o Alan fumante. Esse é o sprint de 5 segundos, pois é. Não. É a escuridão do Tony Hawks. É a escuridão. Cara, a escopeta, nice. Nice. Nós vamos economizar a escopeta, né, no momento. Alô? Obrigado. Jéssica, obrigado pelo sub. Depende da dica. Pergunta antes. Então, agora tá bem barato na Epic, o Detona Rocks. Tá bem barato na Epic e no Steam, na PSN tava barato também, no Steam não sei quanto é que tá. Boa noite, Lucas. Lusca da Zev. É control da Xbox? Como assim? Acho que é isso, né? Porque eu consigo subir aqui, papapá. Pelo menos é barato, né, na Epic. É tipo, tá tipo o quê? 20 conto? Falaram aí no chat. Ah, são, é verdade, sim, o Dazai. Ah, pronto. O Quantum Break é também? Estavam falando ontem que ele não tem tanta conexão assim, não. Mas eu não manjo nada, então... Uou! 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 Aê. Aí no mesmo universo, saquei. Dum. É legal Quantum Break. Tipo, é um jogo bacana. Não. Gostei da resposta.
Just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night.
I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep.
Boa noite, Ignissolos.
Still, the sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. As you listeners know, I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and it would keep you company all night long if I weren't. It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walk.
Ah, é que tem uma série, né, do Quantum Break.
Sure, but Pat, the reason I called is that Toby heard something ruffling in the undergrowth and took off after it, and I couldn't find it.
Probably a rabbit.
Sure. Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured that, you know, if anyone runs into Toby, they could grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there.
Jogou Resident 4? Sim, joguei.
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks, Pat.
You have a good night now.
Tadinho do Toby. Tomara que o Toby volte pra casa. E que eu não tenha que massacrá-lo. Curti muito, o jogo é muito bom. Gostei bastante mesmo do Resident Evil 4. Eu comecei uma segunda run, mas não fui super longe não. Nossa, né? TV, né? Foi bem naquela época. TV. Sports. Television. Alan Wake é de acho que 2007, não? É 2009? Não, 2007 não é. 2010, Alan Wake. 2010. Ah, na Hell Pass, muito boa, boa essa. 2007 eu tava dormindo ainda, fato. Numa escala de 1 a 10, quanto você acha que vai ter jogo, quanto você acha que vai ter de jogo merda nessa Sony fazer live service? Sim. Sim, minha resposta é sim.
The gas station was closer now. Its light welcoming in the darkness.
Assim, eu tô botando fé em um jogo que é o Marathon. Tirando o Marathon, eu não boto fé em nenhum, não. Porque a Band a gente sabe que sabe fazer joguinho de tiro, né? Que se tudo mais falhar, vai ser bom de jogar ele. Ai, porra. Ai. Morri. Teste 8 horas. Tá testado. Ah, nossa, vou ter que fazer tudo isso de novo.
I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably...
Sports. television. Vocês viram essa conferência, né? Ou o resumo da conferência, pelo menos.
The gas station was closer now. Its light welcoming in the darkness.
The best dogs in the street. Belly Buster is the best with no corns. Monster Dog is second best. The famous dog is...
Falou, otários. Ou será que sou eu o otário nesse caso? Cadê? Cadê vocês? Cola aí, pô. Ai, vocês não são os fodão, não? Cola aí. Ah, eles somem quando você... Entendi. Pô, mas deviam ficar... Sei lá, bom, enfim. Deu vontade de usar a Sandy pra fazer igual a Zelda no FIFA. E aí, motherfucker? Cadê você? Tá todo mundo aqui! Everyone is here, igual do Smash Bros. Olé! Tá, pra onde eu vou agora? Ai. Ai, ai, ai. Ai, ai, ai. Uou. Uou. Porra! Bom, pelo menos eu peguei a garrafa de café que tinha aqui. Não foi pra nada essa viagem. Mas eu não descobri qual é o caminho que eu tenho que ir. Ainda. Bom, pra cá com certeza não é. Ah! É, eu suspeitei que não ia parar de aparecer bicho aqui. Ai, caralho, o cara spawnou atrás de mim, nas minhas costas, porra. Ai, 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 esse cara anda muito rápido. Ai! Eu preciso pegar a garrafa de café que tá pra lá. Beleza. Eu achei muito paia isso do cara já, tipo, chegando me matando, assim. Achei bem paia. Bem paia. Sim, no Idris. Primeira vez jogando. E tem um manuscrito pra lá. Mas porra, como é que eu vou chegar lá sem morrer litros? Ou não tem como? Boa noite, Lu. Caralho, os malucos só apareceram, foda-se. Ai. Ah, ok. Cheguei em algum lugar. Cheguei em algum lugar. Ah, eu tô acumulando os manuscritos pra ler tudinho junto depois. Ah, eu já cheguei, peguei tudo já. Ah, é por capítulo. Pera aí, então.
The Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as I was seen in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter.
Ah, eles falam coisa que precisa acontecer na fase, entendi.
I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream above theirs. At first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice.
O que é real e o que não é real, chat?
I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman.
Ah, não, eu perdi algumas, não!
Rose knew she had been gushing, but right now, she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose.
Dragonsogma é real pra caralho. Pra caralho.
To be called their friend. Barry Wheeler was bouncing off the walls. He jumped on a plane after his calls were ignored by both Al and Alice for several days. It could mean that they were both on a second honeymoon, but Barry didn't buy it. Al had been way too unstable for that, not sleeping, messed up. Barry had years of experience dealing with Alan Wake, and he couldn't ignore it. Something was wrong.
E aqui é na última dificuldade que pega, né? Muito interessante, muito interessante. Muito interessante. Bassara não é. Bassara nunca é real. Nunca foi e nunca será. Oh no! Eu errei! Eu fui combado! Não! Fui combado! Mano, esses madeireiros ninja, velho.
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Newton, Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide. If our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man to change the script. Having called a press conference, Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press,
Vou assistir, chat.
and I'm glad so many of you could join me here at the Moorcock Institute. Tonight, I'm going to give a practical demonstration of the many worlds interpretation. As you can see, this is a loaded 9mm pistol. It shall be part of a thought experiment. And now, a real experiment.
Dr. Bandeclay is.
Suicide. Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right? Please, please, stay calm. There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead. Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so. Observe the flower pot.
Wow.
And yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With each pull of the trigger, two new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did. With my machine here, I have ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always do happen.
Ih, tirou o bagulho da tomada, fudeu.
This one thing did not happen here.
You're insane, Colvin.
Insane? Insane?
Hey, was this thing supposed to be plugged in? I stumbled on it.
You fools! Gaze upon quantum immortality.
Oops.
Poor Dr. Colvin, felled by his own hubris or the ignorance of the masses. Perhaps he should have Curiosity often kills the cat. Night Springs.
Muito bom. Muito bom. Max Payne também tinha esses videozinhos? Eu preciso jogar os Max Payne velhos. É de boa de jogar hoje em dia? Ih! Porra! Ai! Caralho, tem... Os mano vêm de todo lado! O melhor restaurante japonês de toda São Paulo. Depende do que você quer comer. Caria 14. Ah, o gráfico não me importo não. Ah! Ai, 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 ai. Então, mas você quer comer sushi? Ou você quer comer, Você quer comer sushi ou você quer comer, tipo, comida quente e tal? Essa é a questão. O que você quer comer? Porque, tipo, de lamen vai ter um tipo de cada tipo de comida vai ter um tipo de restaurante diferente.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come, assuming I'd reach the lights at the gas station alive.
Nós estamos no primeiro boss, chat. Qual é o meu lamen favorito de São Paulo? Não sei. Acho que o do caso. Eu comi um curry udon no Momo, muito gostoso. Muito, muito gostoso mesmo. E eu experimentei do tsukemen que uma amiga tava comendo e também tava bem gostoso. Agora no Momo tem tsukemen. E tava bem gostoso.
Quero.
Eu gosto do caso. Tipo, tem o Ikocha. Mas o Ikocha é o tipo de lamen que eu não consigo comer sempre, assim. Ele é bem mais carregado, mais pesado, sabe? É pra cá. Não tô falando que ele não é bom, ele é muito bom. Mas é pra um tipo específico de lamen. Que é tonkotsu. Eu preciso atirar nisso aqui? Por acaso? Ah, não. É só abrir. Mas assim, se você não tem restrição alimentar, tipo, restrição monetária nenhuma, tem duas recomendações pra você. Uma é o Tanka, na Liberdade, que tem comida japonesa, chinesa, coreana, e é tudo gostoso. E é um buffet liberado, e você come que nem um cavalo lá. Ou o Mori, que fica na Rua da Consolação, perto da Paulista. E senta no balcão, não nas mesas. Porque aí você vai ter um sushi man servindo, fazendo as coisas na hora pra você, sem você pedir. Ele faz o que ele quiser. Tá ligado? E aí você vai descobrir as delícias que o sushi man quer que você coma. E vai valer a pena. É mó bom. Eu com a Agnes, a gente vai lá pelo menos uma vez por ano. A gente podia ir tipo 2 vezes por ano, né? Pelo menos. No Mori.
Você quer ir?
Eu quero.
Então vamos. Agora?
Agora. Vou fechar a live e a gente vai no Mori agora.
After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself.
Dum dum dum. Ah.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alone.
Obrigado, Tajima.
But I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice. Stucky spat on the garage floor and tried to shake the cobwebs from his head. Ever since the couple never showed to pick up the keys, things had been fuzzy. Something, a feeling caught his attention. Stucky looked up and stared as his brain tried in vain to process the horror before him. He stumbled back, knocking over a can of oil. A black pool spread across the floor while he struggled for a brief moment, then let go as the unrelenting darkness engulfed him.
Eu peguei todas que dava pra pegar. Yay!
I had to get inside the gas station to find a phone to call for help. The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
Eu tô focando sempre que aparece.
Keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost.
Believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
Não sei, é difícil platinar, chat? Alan Wake? Vamos ver. Quando eu terminar, eu decido se eu vou querer platinar ele ou não.
Great Falls Sheriff Station.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker, you are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen, I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay?
Não desiste, ilha no lago!
Have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
Não tem nada. Alan Wake.
A candy-colored clown they call the Sandman tiptoes to my room every night. And just a sprinkle stardust.
Alugou Airbnb legal. Pois é.
Go to sleep. Everything is all right. I close my eyes. Then I drift away.
Não, tô jogando no PS5, Kevin Gari. Tem alguma coisa a se eu esperar? Dessa tela? Ah, só a música, tá.
Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice! Now, she's missing. Alice? Alice? I woke her behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at.
Pô, a música é muito boa, assim. Porra, Alan, você tá com as mesmas roupas, velho. Parece eu. Não compra roupa nova. Valeu, Mad Kelvin. Bom descanso aí pra você.
I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Ele não vai tomar banho. Mas isso é um flashback, Nicolas. Será que ele tá sem tomar banho faz 3 anos, então? Essa tempestade é referência a Max Payne 1? Ah, é? Porque em Nova York tava numa tempestade? É 3 anos antes. Isso aqui.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Sexo. Ela falou de sexo. Chat, eu preciso ir no banheiro. Eu já venho. Tá bom? Já venho. Não sai daí. Pronto, chat. Voltei rapidinho. Rapidinho. Nem doeu. Como é que vocês estão aí? Falou em sexo em seguida vai ao banheiro? Suspeito, concordo. Muito suspeito. Muito suspeito, chat. Porra, no tweet que eu fiz de live na conta do Jogabilidade, eu marquei o Lucas, ele nem se dignou a responder, cara. Nem se dignou. Tô muito magoado. Muito. Sabe? Eu tô assim... sem palavras. Respondeu sim? Respondeu nada. Cadê? 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 Se não responder, mentiu. Respondeu nada. Tô olhando aqui o tweet aqui, ó. Cadê a resposta? Cadê? Respondeu não. Tem nenhuma resposta aqui. Deixa eu ver. Ele respondeu sim. Engraçado que não apareceu pra mim a resposta. Fui bloqueado. Fui bloqueado. Caralho. O que tá acontecendo? Vou ter que reclamar, peraí. Reclamei. Reclamei no Twitter. Mostra o tweet impresso auditável. Vou ter que recorrer, né? Vou ter que recorrer a isso. Tô com problema na iluminação da sua casa, amigo. Caraca, que chuveirão da hora, hein? Banheirinha, chuveirão da hora, porra. Espação entre a privada e a pia. Pia dupla eu acho meio desnecessário já. Cadê espelho nessa porra? Não tem espelho nessa merda? Paia.
The continuing freezing rain and heavy snowfall have necessitated a winter storm warning in the entire tri-state area. People are advised to stay indoors as many roadways are already closed, and city officials are not expecting snow crews to keep up with the weather. We're now on the third day of the blizzard, and the weather is not expected to clear up anytime soon.
Só pode ser casa de vampiro, né? Alan Wake vampiro confirmado. Os caras metem uma máquina de lavar no banheiro. Que porra é essa? Que é isso? Que coisa bizarra é essa aqui?
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body.
Já temos duas folhas já.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the
Isso, Maniac! Muito obrigado. Maniac, você já deu 1.247 inscrições no canal? Puta que pariu! Puta que pariu! Caralho, bicho, obrigado!
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me.
Ótimo, Kiki, tô adorando.
My blood painted the snow red, a gruesome slushy, dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now, my wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Então, esse romance Sudden Stop, ele é estrelado pelo boneco que baseou Max Payne, é isso?
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
Onde que é o fuse box? Fofo.
I really don't like this, Alan. Please hurry. Alan, I really need those lights on.
Tá bom, caralho. Cara, eu tomei dano. Eu caí da cadeira e tomei dano. Uau.
Alan, please. Check the fuse box. It's in the hallway.
Caralho, é que tá muito mais escuro pra mim do que pra vocês, chat. No meu monitor. É aqui? Não. Meu Deus! Calma!
I'm right here, baby.
I'm fine. Just get the lights back on now, please.
Cara, eu não tô achando esse bagulho, velho. Pronto.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
Esses modelos 3D da geração retrasada.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah.
Clicker! Last of Us!
Scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Beijos da geração retrasada. Tudo esquisitaço. Tudo esquisito pra caralho. Ih, voltamos pro presente. Acabou a alegria. Acabou a alegria, chat.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
A mulher doida.
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple.
Qual que deixou Alan Wake? Pimenta, o jogo é bom, cara. Estou totalmente wake das ideias.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should
Estou
come see me.
woke.
I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Caralho, o computadorzinho com uns disquetão. Louco. Disquetaço. Em que ano se passa essa história? Ih, é a mulher da lamparina.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing.
Liga a porra da luz.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
Nemo sai lá. LOL. LOL pra você também.
The sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor. That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that. Back in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
Então, acho que tinha que ter uma grande aliança entre as empresas e não melhorar mais gráfico. Não melhora mais. Eu concordo com essa proposição aí, Pimenta.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
E o Stucky sumiu.
The sheriff wants to see you in her office, Mr. Wake.
É, não, o lançamento do Alan Wake foi grande na época. Isso é uma referência a quê, chat, esse mano? O irritante Wask, sim.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd locked me up. Excuse me, I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Ih!
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
Ih!
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he'd quit drinking.
Oh, no such luck. He went on a bender and beat Danny pretty badly. He started shouting like that the moment he woke up. You can get to the back lot through the...
Ih, ó, está escuro.
Turn the light. The light's on. The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
Ih! Ih!
Hey, you!
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Thank you, man, thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, I should...
Eu narro a minha própria vida às vezes na cabeça. Sim.
The cops, they got it all wrong. See?
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Deixei o cara falando sozinho, coitado.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deer Fest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting with the big days on.
Tava fazendo isso quase agora de Alan Wake. O jogo legaço lindo. Pô, tô jogando pela primeira vez, cara. E tô gostando, lembrando assim, o primeiro capítulo foi muito bom. Jogando o segundo agora. Oi? 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 Tá jogando Blackjack aí, ô dona? Ué, é foda, hein? Não, ela tá olhando pro... Tá olhando pra tela do computador sem fazer nada. Você quer focar em quê, meninão? Não tem nada ali. Fingindo que tá trabalhando, sim. É o que eu faria no lugar dela. Caralho, o Alan desintegrou a madeira, rapaz. Que loucura. Valeu, valeu, Matheus. Obrigado. Maluco tem um chute sei lá do que.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall in the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife? Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Aí ele entra pela janela aqui de novo, direto no escritório da xerife. Whoop! Dormiu.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Esse é o lugar em que o Alan tá no trailer do 2 ainda, não é?
I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their...
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a...
Caralho! Caralho! É o remaster, sim.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges.
Wake poucas. Completamente poucas.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after me.
Boa noite.
Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Socar coach, né? É a moda.
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and...
Ele é meio Ross.
...certainly a fan. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept?
Ele me lembra o carinha do Baioneta. Esqueci o nome dele.
I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do you
and
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Café. Quero café! Quero café! Que isso aqui tá uma porcaria! Que não... Funny Farm é uma gíria pra... Aparentemente! E aí, gamer? Também não conhecia essa gíria, não. Não conhecia.
Easy there, boy.
Oh, cachorro!
You're at cabins. Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here.
Tadinho do doguinho.
I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes.
Alisa meu pelo.
At least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky.
Cachorro.
Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from
Isso, nunca deixe o cachorro sozinho, chat. Nunca.
Okay, boy, we're almost done here.
Não dá pra petar o cachorro.
You can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No. This whole thing... Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Tá bem aí, doguinho.
If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that. Oh, and hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max. I guess I'm a little worried. We got a bunch of campers out there we haven't heard from. It's not like these people are on a schedule, but with the traps, well, you know, I just don't want any trouble.
Right, thanks.
Ih, tem uma fumacinha sinistra, hein? Fumacinha sinistra.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up...
Tá bom, Barry. A fumaça que deixou o Alan Wake, exato.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al. Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Achoo.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be Deliverance all over again.
Que filme é esse Amargo Pesadelo?
Bless you.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15.
Derrubou a barreira, agora ficou sério, pois é. Hein, vocês sabem que filme que é esse? É um filme de terror, tipo, de verdade, assim? Filme de 72? De terror mesmo, imagina. Legal é que você acende a luz, mas nem parece que acendeu a luz. São caçados por um K, pode crer. Bom, eu tô sem minhas armas, né? Ah, não, é terror. Agora eu tenho minhas armas. O legal é que você foi levado para a delegacia, o cara tava com tipo... Ah, não, tava com uma escopeta. A escopeta eles tiraram pelo menos, né? Mas o cara tá com um 38 no bolso e tipo, os policial... Não, é normal, de boa, suave. Pode ir com o seu 38 aí, pá.
Barry had never got
America.
But he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for.
Esqueci que é America. Esqueci desse pequeno detalhe.
And was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry. I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Será que tem gente transando nesse chalé aqui?
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like? My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really, just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know. Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh? Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm going to check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the bar contest judges, too. Well, that takes a different kind of constitution. Oh, yeah, it's my kind of exercise. Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a large
Um pouquinho repetitivo. Eu tava já meio que supondo que ele ia ser um pouco, se tipo, pelo começo desse capítulo, mas vamos ver. Eu tava tipo com essa suspeita.
enjoy the peace of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know?
Considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way.
Well, Pat, that's kind of you to say.
Tá piscando tudo. É coisa da época, sim, eu entendo. Tá tremendo, ai meu Deus. Tremeu, apagou as luzes, vai começar a aparecer inimigo. Misericórdia. Ué. Assim, eu tô adorando o jogo pelo clima mesmo. Pelo mistério, pelo clima. Tá bem instigante. Pô, não dá pra passar? Hyper Tilt. Lit, desculpa, boa noite. Tem uma TV.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish.
Tô gostando, sim.
Tonight's episode, The Man in the Mirror.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
They're coming?
Yeah, well, why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that? I didn't like his face? Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there.
Esse aí não é o Brian Boquete? É o lá que parece também no Control.
How about that? Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. The white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point?
Brian Boquete, isso.
I don't understand any of this. And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe it's something I mentioned. Maybe in the mirror.
Tum. Grande Night Springs. Não vi, Tajima. Como é que é o nome desse cara? É o Tommy Buceta? Como é que é o nome dele, desse ator aí? John Pernetta. Que também faz esses vídeos de live action no Control. É Tommy Buceta mesmo. Obrigado. Obrigado pela informação. Tô masturbando. É o Matthew Porreta. Isso, obrigado. Matthew Porreta. É esse mesmo. Achei que era o Tommy Buceta. Caralho, tá lá na casa do chapéu.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Não, é parecido, né? É parecido. Tommy Buceta com o Matthew Porreta. É bem parecido. É bem parecido. Ah, que tem outra página aqui. Ih, morreu o Rusty.
As if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page.
Rapaz.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me! Anybody? Help me!
Cadê você? Cadê o Rusty? Peraí que eu vou tomar um café aqui, Rusty. Segura a onda aí. Tem um cafezinho aqui. E aí, Vitor Goma?
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way, felt the broken rib stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
Tadinho do Rusty.
The ranger's office was locked. I'd need a key to get in.
Alan, dá um tiro na janela. E entra. Que janelão gigante, mano. Dá um tiro na janela e entra, velho. É, o Tommy Buceta, porra. Quem não conhece o famoso ator Tommy Buceta? Fala Tommy Buceta. O Alan tá de má vontade pra caralho.
Hello? Back here. I'm back here. Hey, please help me.
Mr. Wake? Oh, hell. It happened just the way it was on that page.
Não, o Doguinho tá triste.
True. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key. Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
Doguinho, vai ficar tudo bem, ok?
Good boy.
Good boy. Vai ficar tudo bem. Rusty, tu aguenta eu dar uma explorada aqui, né? Normal, né? Suave.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on. At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe. I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker.
Filhos da puta.
There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty!
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Caralho, tô tomando um baile de todo mundo aqui. Uou. Pei. E o meu monitor apaga de vez em quando, né? Tem esse detalhe. Cara, tá valendo a pena sim, viu? O jogo é bem maneiro. Tô gostando bastantão. Pior que o meu monitor é velho. Então... O doguinho sumiu!
transport those prisoners. Who purchased a park license?
A zoeira. O poder da zoeira pegou o Rust, né?
At all times. Rusty? Rusty, no! Never. Two bears and wolves never approached any other. Closer than 25 yards. That must be legal. At all times. Never leave your pet unattended. It's against the law. To remove any darkness nor from the park.
Oh, motherfucker. Ou, podia, tipo... Vou ficar sem pilha, assim. Olé. Ops. Eu quero saber com o doguinho, velho. Só quero saber o que aconteceu com o doguinho. Ah, opa, tem um jovem aqui. N pillars. Tá vendo? Isso tudo porque o Alan é pilheiro e não batereiro. Se ele fosse batereiro, não precisa ficar trocando pilha o tempo todo. Porra, eu quero pilha, não quero munição. Baterista, é isso, baterista. Olha perto do buraco que abriu do lado do Rust, onde ele tava deitado. Abriu um buraco aqui? Na parede. Ah, mas lá é onde eu tava, não? Ah, ele tomou uma snipada. Tomou um tiro pela janela. Ah, não, é o doguinho. Não, doguinho. Filhos da puta. Vocês mataram o meu doguinho. Agora é pessoal. Foda-se. Foda-se a esposa dele. Foda-se tudo. Agora vocês vão pagar pelo que fizeram com o doguinho. Filhos da puta. Agora eu não tenho mais medo, eu tenho só ódio. Alan Wake, exato. Por isso que o Alan Wake tá parecendo o John Wick no 2. Que eles mataram o doguinho no 1, porra. Lógico. Como que esses filhos da puta ousam matar o doguinho, velho? Vai tomar no cu. Pô, um doguinho mó suave, mano. Mó bonitinho. Se fuder, rapaz. Eu deveria poder conseguir pular essa mureta aqui. Não, matar o cachorro é muito coisa de vilão. É extremamente coisa de vilão. Não se faz isso.
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
É... Não, no Zelda você não pode petar o cachorro e ele não morre. Tem esse ponto aí.
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Tadinho do Rusty. Rusty é meio nome de cachorro também, né? É, por isso que ele é todo cachorrão, entendi. Cachorrão. Dum. Jogou Control? Eu joguei, mas não terminei Control. Acho que depois do Alan Wake eu animo de começar de novo. Faz muito tempo que eu joguei. Muito tempo não, vai. Uns 2 anos atrás eu joguei. Não, foi quando eu comprei o Play 5, que foi no lançamento quase. Então faz uns 3 anos. Foi 2020, né?
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Então, o mapa do Control é todo zoado, né? Então, foi numa dessas eu fiquei perdido e desanimei de continuar. Foi bem numa dessas. Qual mesmo a banda? O Alabrondo. É, então, eu peguei ele quando saiu na Plus. O Control. E aí depois eu assino a Plus de novo e baixo ele de novo. Porque por enquanto eu tô sem Plus, que eu não jogo nada online mesmo. Pô, que merda, Matheus. Let's go. Não, mas digo, ela toca no Alan Wake também? Link. Tururê. Mano. Caralho! Oh, vai se fuder, serião, serião mesmo. Ih, minha tela apagou? E eu morri, provavelmente, sim. Ah, tá bom. E tem aquele Old Gods, né? Não sei o que, Old Gods. Também.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Old Gods of Asgard. É. Pô, agora que eu me toquei, que a policial lá que apareceu no trailer do Alan Wake 2 chama Saga Anderson. E os velho louco do Diner chamam Anderson também, os irmãos Anderson. Obrigado, Coca-God. Muito obrigado pelo seu subzinho. Ah, eu vou embora. Tô nem aí. Pegar o meu... Ah, lógico que tem mais um mano aqui. Ah, minha tela apagou. Olé. Sai. Let's fucking go. Ah, não. Pô, eu desviei, hein? Eu desviei, hein? Ah, tô vendo que eles sempre me alcançam, eles são tudo ninja. Essas porra desses lenhador.
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
Esse Barry é um safadinho, hein? Um safadão até, eu diria. Safadaço. Oh, Great Old One. Porra, oh. Eu esquivei. Olé! Os caras da Remedy manjam demais, né, velho? Mano, eu já tô perdidaço, assim. Perdidaço-aço. É aqui que vai começar... Bom, aqui vai começar a spawnar bicho sem parar. Mas eu não sei pra onde tem que ir. Olé. Olé. Tá. Aqui... Ai, ai. Aqui eu fui combado. Aqui é pra ir pra onde? Ai! Aqui é o quê? Ah! 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 Oi. Enki! Obrigado pelo sub, querido. Bem-vindo de volta. Onde é que eu tô agora mesmo? Ah, eu tô aqui no Old One. Bom, acho que é pra lá então, né? Acho que é pra cá. Uou! Lover's Pica. Uou! Uou! Alan Wake more like Ronaldinho. Olha o meu fixado. Ah, pronto. Pulinho.
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason. Packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo. Things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
Eu que deu um azar fudido nessa mesma semana de Red Dead Redemption e Mario Galaxy 2, só depois que eu tava lá. Nossa, né? Que loucura. Só os jogos pedrada, né? Porra, Red Dead 1 foi um evento e Mario Galaxy 2 também, né? Só pedrada. Esse ano também tá só pedrada, né? Porque... Pô, o que saiu até agora já, né? Pelo amor de Deus. A gente tá... Não chegou no meio do ano. E já tem tudo isso de jogo. Bom. Monado Pon Fox. Muito obrigado pelo sub. Boas-vindas. Boas-vindas, boas-vindas. Monado é uma referência a Xenoblade? Eu finalmente terminei Xenoblade 3 ontem. E caralho, que final foda. O Xenoblade 3 é um dos melhores RPGs ever. Na moral, assim, na moralzinha. Aí eu recomecei o 1. Porque agora eu quero... Já reconheci altas fitas. Falei, caralho, olha ali, caralho, eu reconheço. Eu tô o próprio Capitão América reconhecendo todas as referências. Ih! Eu vou escopetar, será? Nossa, tem uma galera, né? O Xenoblade 1 também é de 2010, caralho. Sim, eu sou o próprio fã de Xenoblade, jogar Xenoblade, mas pelo menos o 3 eu acabei. Comecei pelo fim da história, mas, né, detalhes. Detalhes. E faltou coisa pra fazer ainda. Puta merda, que jogo grande. Eu acabei o Xenoblade 3, acho que com 160 horas. Quase. Ou por aí, algo assim. Valeu, Liama. Boa noite pra você. Bom descanso. True Tree. Xenoblade não, Xenoblade é Wii, o original é de Wii. Aí ele foi relançado pra Switch, e o 2 e o 3 são pra Switch também. Mas ele era exclusivo de Wii, o Xenoblade. Acho que tem uma versão pra 3DS do Xenoblade, ou eu tô enganado? Tem sim, né? Qual é a relação entre Xenogears e Xenoblade? Eles são sequências distantes, que não pode dizer que é sequência. E o Xenoblade Chronicles X eu nem sei se faz parte do cânone. Ou da sequência. Porque ele é tão diferente de tudo. Eu quero jogar ele eventualmente ainda. Porque eu tenho o disco. E o meu Wii U tá funcionando. Ou tava, pelo menos, até um tempo atrás. Cadê o Lover, a pica dos amantes? Então, é porque assim, Xenogears é da Square Enix. Xenosaga, que é a sequência indireta do Xenogears, é da Namco. Xenoblade é da Nintendo. Todos foram feitos pelo mesmo estúdio. Quer dizer, mais ou menos o mesmo estúdio, né? Depois que saiu... Xenosaga é do estúdio, mas a galera já tava na Square antes, junto. Caralho, pra onde eu vou aqui nessa merda, hein, agora? Ó, a pica dos amantes... eu preciso subir aqui, será? Sim, era só isso. Ok.
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that
Xenomorphs. E o Xenahort. Xehanort.
He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
O Xenoblade 2 junta tudo? Ah, é? O Xenoblade 2 não tenho a menor vontade de jogar. Mas assim, se eu gostar do 1... Agora, assim, como eu terminei o 3, eu quero jogar o 2. Mas ele me dá muita preguiça. Por causa do design de personagens dele. Bom, os livros falou que os passarinhos iam atacar ele, né? E é os homens. Ih, pisou na lanterna, agora fudeu. Ou não fudeu.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming. That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
Ele sabe o que tá acontecendo, chat. Então,
You can see them too? Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move. Why? Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake! You better keep up.
Ai, ai, ai! Ô, madeireiro ninja do caralho. Ai, 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 caralho.
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake! You better keep up.
Mano, eu já tô tomando porrada por trás, velho. Vai se fuder. E aí? Mata esses mano aí, caralho.
Lover's Peak, right up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off. Give me the gun. Yeah, no can do. Are you kidding? Give me the gun. No time for back talk. Hold them off, damn it. Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us. Just a little longer. I almost got it. Okay, it's open. Move it or lose it.
Léo Kitsuners! Boas-vindas pra vocês, migoles. Como vocês estão nessa noite maravilhosa, nessa madrugada de terça-feira? Estamos jogando um joguinho de terror. Alan Vac. Porque eu tô muito curioso. Porque o 2 tá vindo aí e botaram pilha, então eu quero jogar. E aí, senhor Vermelho? Eu tô gostando muito. Gostando muito.
This is it, Wake. A last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming. Give me the goddamn gun. They're coming. That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
Ai! Bom. Ai, tomei um tiro na bunda. Mano, tira nele, por favor. Ururururu. Isso, mata eles, por favor. Obrigado. Ai. Obrigado, obrigado. Lucas, obrigado pelo sub. Kitsune tava jogando Metal Gear? Impossível. Desde quando o Kitsune joga videogames? Tem um coisa de café ali. Tava vendo Metal Gear. Como assim? Tava assistindo cutscenes do jogo? Ô caralho! Mandaram um vídeo com grandes momentos de Twin Snakes. Ah, reagindo a Twin Snakes, caralho. Pode crer. E aí, o que ele achou?
Where's my wife? I knew you were going to say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're going to bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her now.
Caralho, o Alan, tipo, poucas, zero ideias, zero. maluco armado, o Alan vira e dá um burro nele. 100% foda-se, tá ligado?
No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
Amigão, Barry provavelmente morreu. Não, Barry deve estar vivo ainda. Eu quero pelo menos acabar esse capítulo hoje. Vocês se importam, chat? A gente tentar resolver esse capítulo hoje ainda?
On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign, and nothing was safe or innocent anymore. I'd never really understood what she meant, until now.
Não sei, cara. Eu vou jogar nas minhas lives, eu vou jogar. Que as minhas lives tão meio esquisitos o timing delas, né? Mas eu vou tentar jogar de noite, que é mais legal. Porque o Sushi tá jogando mais de dia, né? De tarde e tal. O Rafa normalmente não streama de noite, então eu pego de noite pra jogar. E eu vi um maninho aqui, hein? Eu vi alguém aqui, hein? Ah, porra. O jogo do caralho, por que você foi brilhando, fez brilhar um bagulho que era pra eu ir em cima? Que era pra eu, tipo, que era perigoso. Eu, hein? Não, essa é a primeira vez, Matheus. Eu comecei hoje. Comecei hoje. Boas-vindas pra você. Pra onde eu vou agora, hein? Caralho, eu quase pisei em outra. Lanterna de bateria acaba? Aparentemente acaba, né? Ah! O quão importante é conservação de recurso nesse jogo, chat? Porque eu tô assim, bem a moda caralha, né? Nada importante? Tá bom. Eu não tô no Nightmare não, tô no normal. Gente, eu tô perdidíssimo. Tô absolutamente perdido. Acho que a ideia é essa, né? Deixar você se perder um pouco. Eu vim dali, né? Então eu tô voltando, é isso? Ah, é, porque aqui eu vim... E aí tinha a armadilha aqui. Né? Cheguei nessa pedra. Aí eu vim pra cá. Ah, e aí era pra descer aqui, ok. Era pra descer pra lá. Cara, detector de minas do Snake paga comédia demais, velho. A lanterna do Alan é muito mais pica. Bem... Nossa, eu tô... Não sei pra onde eu tô indo, não. Pro lugar que eu não deveria, aparentemente. Quer dizer, pro... Agora não dá pra voltar? Dá. Dá pra voltar, sim. Ahá! Recursos. Lá é o bagulho de onde eu saí? Ou não? Não sei. Ah, é verdade, tem uma bússola no círculo de HP, é verdade. É verdade. Como louco pensar que Max tem ligação desse Tengu. Pois é. E o Brasil, né? Brasil citado. É que o Brasil não tem... É tipo... O Brasil aparece no Max Payne da Rockstar, né? Não no da Remedy. Ah! Ah, aqui é a parte em que fica tudo... Vai pro caralho. Estou vendo que todo jogo, todo capítulo tem uma dessas, né? Eu só queria saber pra onde eu vou. Acho que subindo aqui esse tronco, né? Imagina. Ai! Ai, eu não consigo correr aqui, não consigo esquivar aqui. O jogo vai me roubar assim, né? Eu gosto muito de jogar Max Payne 3. E gostei da história. Ih! Ih! Holy shit. Ah! Não, não. Cara, eu fui combado. Filho da puta. Oh boy. Cadê o tronco? Ali. Ai. Ai, ai, ai. Ô, porra. Dizem que todo mundo fala que o Max Payne 2 é incrível, né? Que é muito, muito foda. É o que eu sempre ouvi, pelo menos. Prefere o primeiro? Pode crer. Yes! Puta merda, hein? Holy fucking shit. Porra, tem inimigo aqui ainda, velho? Ah, nem vi onde estava essa página.
The night had been one desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods, and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw.
Oh, era um. Talvez eu esteja confundido, porque eu não joguei nenhum dos dois. Ah, não queria ter gastado a escopeta já.
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here, but it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades.
Caralho, avião, né?
Sent a shiver down my spine.
Ih! Eu esquivei, hein? Não por nada, não. Ai! Porra! Porra! Caralho, olé. Se fuder, rapaz. Empolgante. Nossa, eu tô gravando por algum motivo. Eu, hein? Caralho! Caralho! É a zica! É a zica! É porque ele não cancela a animação Se eu começo a recarregar alguma coisa, ele não cancela com a animação de esquivar. Esse é o problema. Sair da casa 5 da manhã e emoji das coisas igualzinho isso aí. Uau. Porque eu tenho amigos que moram em Emoji. E vira e mexe tem uns festivais de coisa japonesa lá. E sempre convidam pra ir, mas eu tenho uma preguiça de ir pra lá. É um tempinho razoável de trem. Tem que levar lanterna de bateria e um revólver, de preferência. Ai, do que eu tô apanhando? Hein? Ah, dessa porra aqui? A moeba depois de 6 meses na mão da criança. A moeba, né? Que conceito.
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
Caralho, a moeba... Se alguém botava a moeba no micro-ondas. Acho que tem alguma coisa. Ah, é um elevador? Caralho.
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
Ih, Barry. Coitado do Barry. Mas assim, não tô... Tirando os lenhadores ninja que aparecem nas suas costas, eu não tô achando a gameplay ruim, não. Tô achando ele bem normal. The darkness wears her face. Ok. É meio repetitivo, sim. Repetitivo, sim. O ciclo de gameplay dele é repetitivo. Isso é. Mas ainda... Tudo bem que eu tô no capítulo 2. Eu tô jogando ele há mais de 4 horas já. Quer dizer, menos. Umas 3 horas e meia. Porque a gente jogou... um pouco de Star Wars, né? Mas assim, pra mim tá ok ainda. Ô, Alan, você passa aqui, hein? Na moral, você passa aqui tranquilo nesse buraco. Tranquilamente tu passa. Bom, pelo menos tem... Não é uma mentirada completa. Foda que eu gastei minha última sinalizador naquele mano lá e nem precisava. Putaria. Ah, vou ter que pegar outro controle. Pera aí, chat. Justo agora. Podia ter pego... Eu tenho o cabo aqui. Podia não só ter trazido o controle. Irônico acabar a pilha. Irônico, irônico. Por onde eu tava indo mesmo? Pra cá. Aí, pra cá. Ai. Caralho. Pau no cu de vocês, então. Caralho! Cara, o Nightmare deve ser insuportável. Dududum. As correndo de Ibra, imagina. Ah, olé! Olé! Nossa, mas é muito ninja. Socorro. Não! Cheguei a ter um manuscrito, um cafezinho aqui atrás. Adoro essas arvorezinhas pequenininhas. Tudo. Olha, ursos.
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What am I, crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on.
I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods.
Ih, os passarinhos.
To get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome bonus.
Alan, você tem uma escopeta no seu bolso. Por que você não usa ela, hein, queridão? Hein, meu queridão?
I had to find the key to the garage.
Achava que esse saco de lixo era um humano sentado.
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
You can hold on nature by yourself.
FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it, but it felt all wrong. Call it instinct, his posture, the way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond.
Ih, entrando no banheiro das mulheres, chat. Aí não dá, né? Porra, Alan. Não me dá uma foda dessa, cara. Vamos pegar o carrinho. Bruners! Olá! Olá, olá, olá! Boas-vindas! Boas-vindas, boas-vindas! Estamos aqui Alan Wakeizando. Viu o final do Final Fantasy XI? Que legal! Como foi? Pra onde eu vou? Pra lá, né? Eu esqueço que tem a... Que tem a porra da bússola no meu coisa. Pô, que legal, cara. Eu ainda preciso jogar o 11. Começar ele. Anda, obrigado. Tá aí, eu não esperava que ia ter uma parte de carro nesse jogo. Pô, fico feliz que você tenha curtido o 11, cara. Tô empolgado pra começar. Mas é que aí começou a aparecer as coisas de Alan Wake 2 e eu nunca joguei. E eu falei, quer saber? Agora parece um momento oportuno pra começar. E cá estamos nós, tô no capítulo 2. Pô, com certeza. E como tá o 14? Que parte você tá aí? É pra eu... fazer o que aqui? Sair do carro? Aparentemente, né? Tá no meio da mesquita do Realm Reborn. Saquei. O jogo ainda tá esquentando.
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
Tá jogando do quê? Que classe? Black Gads, obrigado pelo sub. Não. Filhos da puta! Larguem-me! Não, puta, gastei sinalizador. Fucking sucks. Ai. Olé! Ai, meu Deus. Olé! Porra, esqueci que tem esse problema de animação, né? A lança de dragão, porra, dragão é mó legal, cara. Eu curto muito. Não.
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need a week.
Not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me.
Yes, I get you.
Boa escolha, dragão é muito legal. Mas é legal ir experimentando as outras classes também. Especialmente as que vão abrir depois, nas expansões. E é rápido de upar.
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
Uhul! Upara-papapá. Upara-papapá. Cadê os passarinhos? Ai, ai, ai! Ipara-papapá. Ipara-papapá. Valeu, valeu, Brunão. Valeu pela raid aí, mano. Bom descanso. Ai, caralho, nem vi de onde... De onde vocês estão vindo, mano? Pô, isso aí é mentirada, isso aí. Ah, eu tenho flare, né? Piparapopopó. Pipara... Oh, caralho. Acabou aqui. Essa luta é muito mais legal em conceito do que em execução, né? Ó, acabou minhas pilhas, e agora? Eu que me foda. Ah, tem mais coisas aqui, ok. Bitches!
You can open the door now. They're gone.
eu vou indo nessa. Muito obrigado pela companhia, o jogo é muito legal. Eu vou mandar vocês pra Keiko. Vamos lá, tá jogando DMC3, tá numa maratona Devil May Cry. Jogando DMC3. Vamos lá, digam que o Tengu mandou vocês. Eu também vou estar lá no chat dela um pouquinho. Tá bom? Até amanhã, gente. Beijos pra vocês, boa noite. Boa noite. Cuidem-se, hidratem-se. A gente se vê aí amanhã. Amanhã tem coisas, tá bom? Beijos e tchau!